Hello, Sanjiva.
Oh, hello, Kim.
Nice, nice to see you again after we had a pause of 2 weeks. And yeah, you asked me before what I want to talk about, and there was one topic I am thinking a lot about, or what is actually really bothering me, and it's really often the feeling of regret.
Mhm.
As I'm living in Berlin, and here are like lots of things to do. Like you can't do everything because here are so many cultural things to do, places to visit, things to eat, um, and so on. And often, like we can decide, and we have like or so many things to decide, like so many choices to take every day. And I think it's not only a problem in Berlin. I think for many people it's a
Yeah.
problem that we regret our decisions, or that we have, or we even fear our decisions that we might miss out on something,
Mhm.
or that we are doing something and like we took a decision and then at the end we regret not have taken another decision.
Mhm.
And this is like something super stupid because like most of the time we are doing great things, like
Mhm.
you're going into the park and afterwards you regret not having been to the theater because the theater play was so great. Like, what a stupid thought is this, because you enjoyed being in the park. And yeah, what like yeah, what I need to learn or try to learn is better handle those feelings of regret.
Mhm. So I'll just tell from ancient terminology or things like what Buddha taught. So re
Mm-hmm.
regret, yeah, we can have, we all can have, for some reason or another. And so
Mm-hmm.
in a way, it's more close to remorse. Remorse, like people can have
Mm-hmm.
remorse in a way, like you can do bad things and you can surely have regrets and remorse both, right? It's more close, no? Like so
Mm-hmm.
it's called kukucha. Kukucha is the old terminology. It's like one of the thugs or the bullies of the mind. Okay, with comes
Mm-hmm.
it's really associated with the wandering mind. In meditation also it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
People can meditate and then still they did something good, right? But still they think, oh, like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
get the benefits, so I am not still up there. Or I had all these thoughts. Or you do some good thing to a person, you give them some food, then you like
Mm-hmm.
regret, like, oh, I didn't have any water to give. Oh, I should have given him something more.
Mm-hmm.
But you did what you could, no? And that is what was needed at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But surely, like people have remorse, regret when they do bad things. At some point, when their mind starts
Mm-hmm.
becoming clear, they have a sense of remorse. That's why they say take the 5 vows at least. Uh, and then, because if it's a dirty piece of cloth, like something we use to clean the car or something like that, or near a store, old stove or something, well, it's already black, no?
Mm-hmm.
It's dark. And more, though more
Yeah.
dirt applies, we cannot see because it's already dark, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and but it does apply, no? It does apply on it. It could be a greasy cloth or something like that, or something like you
Mm-hmm.
use for like heavy duty purposes. But it's still dark, no? But it that doesn't mean that dirt doesn't, or whatever we are using to clean it doesn't apply on it, right? But more we start cleaning it,
Mm-hmm.
no, then we see even the small stains we see more clearly, right? More we start to clean. So
Mm-hmm.
when we start at some point when we our mind is clearing up, or we want to practice something like meditation, or have some peace of mind. Then the things people, if they
Mm-hmm.
did usually bad things, like they bother them. uh, because when you start cleaning on
Mm-hmm.
it, if it's really dirty, you don't see, and then like you, even the
Mm-hmm.
small specks, oh, there's a patch here, maybe I need to clean it. Even if it's like some sauce or something like that, a gravy, it's food, right? But still it can have a drop on it or something, and that can absorb
Mm-hmm.
onto the cloth, no? So some
Yeah,
people,
sure.
because of they did some bad thing, also remorse happens. uh, Even people like Buddha taught this, some people do good, yet still they feel remorseful or regretful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have done to the other place. Why did I give that person money? I saw him going to the bar. uh,
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Or this homeless person, maybe he'll go and sell this. We don't know even sometimes. Huh? But we did what
Mm-hmm.
we could, and we got the good karma for that already. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
he or she does, it's their business. They'll get the good karma or the bad karma if they go and distribute it with the others or something like that. No, they'll get good karma for that. No, if they go and drink with it
Mm-hmm.
or do something with that which is not good, they will have to face that, right? Not us. So either way,
Mm-hmm.
this can happen. So this is a like a bully of the mind. Even in day-to-day life, these are, like you said exactly. This is called kukucha, remorse. It's towards the anger side because
Good.
people don't feel any pleasantness regarding that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
This is
yeah, people destroying their moods and their feelings when feeling remorse about something, so they're destroying their very moment
true.
because they are with their thoughts in some kind of future they they won't live in. They
Mm,
won't experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it says like because of our mind, how it's used to work. If we don't have something, also we can have remorse. Huh? And then when
Mm-hmm.
we have that, also we can still have remorse. Oh my gosh, say we found something very precious, or before neighbors around us or somebody, they found some gold or gemstones, so it could be anything for that matter. And then we think,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, I don't have this, like that, no? If I had, I'll do these
Mm-hmm.
things. Then you feel bad, no? Or you imagine, oh, I'll treat these
Mm-hmm.
people better, do this, do that, I'll do donations, I'll get these things, I can.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have, no? So then we feel bad about it. And then when you have it also, then after that, what happens is you have remorse. Maybe I should have chosen something else, or like that, or I might lose this. Somebody can come and steal it. Uh, it's like that, no?
Mm-hmm.
And then the worst is like if you have it and you lose it again, oh, I should have done better. Oh no, I could have no
Yeah.
saved it or done something. It could be anything for that matter. People,
Mm-hmm.
possessions, any kind of, oh, that course, this course, I could have done this field rather than doing this field.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your ideas about it? Okay.
Yeah, my ideas are like I actually yeah feel something sometimes remorse about the feeling of remorse. like
What is
like
that?
like no no like because like it's always in yeah my first thoughts are like it's always in relation to something. I think sometimes it's in relation to possessions, but most of the times it's in relation to people,
Mhm,
because I think we need to be with people and we like to share experience, or we envy something what someone else has. So like most of the time, like these feelings are in relation to people,
mhm,
I would say. And or experiences with people. And uh yeah, and sometimes like we have like this I think Barry Schwartz, he wrote this book, the Paradox of Choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're this is like we have so many choices like in this world. Like we have all the possibilities. Like I could do anything right now, or like a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to take always decisions. And then one would think like, okay, we our life is better because we have all these options, but often our life gets worse because we don't know what to decide, and then we are getting like this feeling, oh, we could have decided better. And
Mm-hmm.
like to know, yeah, and this is like a kind of a training. Like I think same with or like I think meditation helps a lot to be okay with you in this very moment, to get your peace of mind
Mm-hmm.
with what you have chosen. And this is weird, and this is clear for me, like in my head. So I should be fully aware in the very moment. I should be with the people I'm with in the moment right now. But still I don't get it always. Like still I sometimes think, oh, that would be nice to be on another place. That would be nice to be with some other friends. And then I lose actually then you lose contact to the person you are with in this very moment, or to the experience you are in this moment. And then afterwards, like feeling like remorse because you haven't been really there, because in your head
Uh-huh.
you have been to another place
Uh-huh.
you wished for. And that is like feeling regret or remorse about the remorse you had the moment before.
It's like a double blow, right? Because when you're
It's a
there
double
also
blow, yeah.
double blow, no? Yeah, no? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, it's true. Like and yeah, if we do some like bad thing, we will feel remorseful, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you know like do something bad, that means like not suitable or something, uh, then remorse will happen for sure because it's not a good thing anyways, right? But sometimes maybe like
Yeah.
if we like uh, have the all the if it's a good thing, uh, in a way it's not worth it having a remorse at that moment, no? Because what are we going to do? Because uh, this is what we have, or this is what it is, right? And this is it came through
Yeah.
our choices in life also, no? If we did proper, like not to go in the bad side, I mean, but if we made proper choices,
Mm-hmm.
no, then
Yeah.
in a way there's no reason for remorse unless our greed creeps in, and then we think this and that,
Mm-hmm.
no? Like
Yeah.
uh, I feel like, oh, I wish somebody better, or some group better, or I was in a more higher place, no? But
Mm-hmm.
in a way, this is of our choices and what happened, and this is what we have now, right? And
Yeah.
otherwise, it's like a mirage, no? So in a way, what you say is true.
Definitely.
Like anybody can have this at different times, but when you see like, for example, another, so it's not just one. When one creeps in, the others also follow, like the negatives of the mind. So then it's like doubt. Should I be? Should I not? No,
Mm-hmm.
like we are not in the present. No, it's in a, like a fork. No, like
Yeah.
oh, not yes, no, yes, no, like that. And then again, things like our greed aspect can come. Oh, I wish it was better.
Mm-hmm.
And then irritation, agitation can come. Maybe with the person we are at that moment, right? Or talking too much,
Mm-hmm.
or like this person irritates me, or like I need some space, or like gap, or something like that, no? Or
Mm-hmm.
or egoic factors can come. No, I deserve better. or it could, yeah, or the ill will can attack the mind, no? So maybe
Mm-hmm.
had a little bit of, while there it's something happened we don't like, or or it didn't fulfill our expectations at that very moment. Then when
Yeah.
one creeps in, the whole bunch somehow they creeps in, no? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
the negatives, no, they like sneak in from all directions. And then after that, like
Mm-hmm.
when the time passes, then it, as you said, again remorse creeps in, no? And that is
Mm-hmm.
connected to ill will again. So it's the same
Yeah.
culprits in different ways and forms, and they seem to be
Mm-hmm.
attacking at the very moment in all aspects, or it could be at least few aspects, no?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And I think like the you are feeling or you have the feeling more often, or I have the feeling more often, is more things I'm doing, or like it's more stressful my life is, or like if I'm always full of information. Sometimes I have days I'm working a lot, then I want to read something, then I want to meet someone, then I have to repair my bicycle, and I have to do all this in one day. And then I have like free time at the end of the day. And then I'm taking like a decision. And I think like the remorse comes faster because my mind haven't was not calmed down. My mind was always already busy. So I couldn't think clearly, and I was like taking like all these stressful things from the day in this moment of actually where I want to feel some kind of relief, or where I want to relax, or where I just want to enjoy my time.
Mhm.
And I think in those uh, moments, the feeling comes more often. Or like what also, like as you said, like if you're doing bad things, like I think like people I think it's like this attention economy, like it's again like a big problem, like that you know about all the things you could have done, like to get this feeling of remorse. And it's also like it's robbing you attention capacity,
Mhm.
like being really with someone. And I had like I had uh on Sunday I was being I was going with the public transportation with a train, and then I was also like looking at my phone, and we're coming from a friend, and then I saw someone who was not well off. I don't know if he was drunken, or but he was not, he did not look good, and he was like a mixture of, I don't know, sleeping, didn't look good, was like going left and right through the train. And I was in this very moment, I was like looking again on my phone, and then I was, what I'm doing here? This guy could really need help. And I really felt myself like how I have to take like proper decisions, that I pay attention to him, and that I may ask him, do you need help or something?
Mhm.
And then I was looking around, and like all my surroundings were also looking on their phone. Like, no one paid attention to this guy. Maybe because we're in Berlin, and many people are not well off, and people are used to it.
Mhm.
But yeah, and then I asked him, because I was like, okay, I don't want to ask him because I don't want to get the stress this situation might bring. Like maybe, he's drunken, and I ask him somewhat, and I'm in a situation I don't want to be. But I also don't want to feel remorse, because like maybe this guy just needs help. And this was like yeah, an interesting feeling in that moment. Like
Mhm.
to see that I haven't paid attention. I must had like the decision, okay, you do it now, and to see that all my surroundings also haven't paid any attention to it. And this was this was interesting
But we cannot fix everything
interesting to
also,
see.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no? And
yeah,
sometimes,
it's hard. It's like
yeah, please.
no, yeah, uh it's hard. Like in my in when you like the world is chaos. Like everywhere is someone who's not doing good,
Mm.
and mm, and of course we can't help anyone, and like to to do it in the right way in between of all this chaos, like is sometimes very tricky
Uh-huh. Yeah, if we set our
to
mind to
to
something that we are planning to do on that particular day, and along the way, if we can help, that's a different thing, no? But if we has mind is set to do something, unless it's some emergency or something like that, or change of plans from
mm,
every side, no? The people involved and everything, it's better
yeah,
to focus on and be on that, no? There was one
yeah,
gentleman also, like recently in a session, he was asking, he was going to go on a like a trip with their friends. They are going to meet, but he had all these expectations, and he was just worried, like he'll feel disappointed. And he was thinking, like, so we were discussing, and the idea came, like, why don't you enjoy moment to moment? Uh, because
mm-hmm,
that is what we can do, actually, to be honest. Uh, in his case also, especially, like, and it had gone well, and he said he enjoyed. Later I met talked to him later on, and likewise we are
mm-hmm,
taken away for many reasons and because of many causes also, and then that takes away the moment away from us, no?
yeah,
It happens, no, when we
true,
cannot enjoy that moment, no, or have some peace of mind or even happiness for that matter, right?
mm-hmm,
I think it's another
yeah,
activity of perception also. Perception is regarded as a mirage. Uh, so it is said, like, if there was a small deer and it wanted water, rather than
mm-hmm,
searching near, it will try to run after the mirage, especially if it's like a desert area. And when it goes there, it's more further away, further away. And it says it will get so exhausted,
mm-hmm,
even maybe that will be the end of it. It can happen, no? But rather than that, if it
mm-hmm,
starts searching, maybe it can really find water also to quench its thirst. So likewise, the perception, in a way, takes us further and further. Even in meditation, when we have some nice experience, this perception can give the
mm-hmm,
same experience, same kind of, uh, how to say, color or visuals or anything like that, even for days on. Then what happens is the
mm-hmm,
meditation collapses and you are stuck with the perception. Then what actually initially brought that happiness or state of mind or anything, it had already fallen, collapsed. You're just after the mirage, which
mm-hmm,
can give you a similar effect for some time, then it perishes because there's no feed, no coming. Uh,
mm-hmm,
then what happens is, like, then you are stranded in no man's land. You don't have the thing that originally brought it up, and then you surely won't not end up, you wouldn't find anything in the mirage itself. So like that, some people, even meditation experiences, they have been, even it happened for me also for a short time, they sometimes seek the meditation experience they had 20 years ago and they are still searching for that,
mm-hmm.
but it won't happen like that. Yeah, there are people I have met,
Yeah,
and it happened for me also, like I wanted a specific experience, but it doesn't happen like that. Uh,
mm-hmm,
so it's better to get into the moment rather than, and that is what we can actually do also, no? At that particular
Mm-hmm.
time, we can plan it and try to organize it, but it's not always that
Yeah.
it happens as we plan also, no? There's always something different. For example, like somebody plans to
Yeah.
build a house. The people who are working change, the prices may change, the equipment or the materials can change, or there can be a time duration, there can be a change, a delay, or even faster. No, all
Mm.
things apply, right? There can be rains or some water seeping out of the earth. Then you have to find a cure for that. No, lot of things, but
Yeah.
initially people still like say, oh, it just happened as we expected, but there were so many changes with that also, right? Uh, but the opposite is like
Yeah.
people expect different things to happen when this is what they can actually get into, no, or get done.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
initially, either way, we end up with what we have, right? Not that state of
Mm-hmm.
mind or state of imagination or expectation that we did not reach, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
yeah. The
sorry.
interesting thing, like it's always like in comparison to something. Like
Uh-huh.
I mean, like we are not speaking about essential things. Like I need some essentials in life to feel well. Like I need social experiences. I need a house. I need food. I need water.
Uh-huh.
But everything else, like when we feel regret or remorse about things, like it's always in comparison, and we wouldn't feel bad if we could not compare it to other things. And that's so stupid about that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like when building a house, like it's uh yeah, I think it's of course like things go wrong, and I think we are only complaining about the things which are go wrong because we know the plan how it could how everything could be perfect.
Mm-hmm. I heard, Kim, like
But
this is
it,
one
but
of like a
yeah.
marketing strategy also. Like, for example, in a mentality wise also, like, for example, uh,
Mm-hmm.
everybody likes to have things, right? So in some places you see, but I'm not like condemning them or anything. I'm just telling, you see like people in very
Mm-hmm.
difficult conditions, but you see them with a very rich, like expensive phone, maybe. Or it could be
Mm-hmm.
like the living conditions may be very bad. Those days we see like some places they had the satellite TV or something. And then you are like thinking like, okay, the roof also seems collapsing, but still they are having this antenna. At those days it was a bit more expensive, no? Before the internet and all this thing became
Mm-hmm.
popular, more common. So not that they should not have, but in a person's mind, they make the standard, so they show people. So in a way, like we tend to get something. It could be a car, is as guys, no? It could be a car, no, like maybe some kind of phone, or like some guys like some particular watch that could be this much, no? So we tend to like get
Mm-hmm.
something at least similar or close to that, and then try to reach level
Yeah.
up. But if we cannot get it, we at least try to get one of them. So we could be like everything could be collapsing, uh, but you maybe we try to get like a very expensive phone or some other thing, no? Or maybe a watch even, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything like I'm just telling how our mind kind of works. Then it's like a tick for that. Uh, then it's like okay, like I had these big things, maybe, or I see these rich people or some people admire for some reason, and then you think
Mm-hmm.
like okay, I got one of it. Uh, so in a way, but you see that like companies and all they put advertising, or they put these famous people using products, or like they are flashing what they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so then in a way that those tick boxes every person has for a bucket list or something. Now, in a way like that, in a way it's sad, but that's in a way that's how the mind works also, no? Oh, now that porch part is complete. Maybe my entire salary
Mm-hmm.
went to that, but it's already complete. No, but still,
Mm-hmm.
like, no
Yeah.
proper place to stay, or like, no, not. It also can happen, no? So that is another side of it,
Yeah.
the story. But I think related to craving, it never stops. And in a way, in Buddhism and all, they say like craving is a big culprit, and it's like you
Mm-hmm.
drink salt water for to quench the thirst. Even if you try to drink the
Mm-hmm.
entire ocean, that will not quench the thirst. No, it will, maybe you'll become sick even. No, so likewise, like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't stop. It doesn't stay like this is enough anytime. That's why, and the worst is like because impermanence always happens, and then with
Mm-hmm.
that, it's also called anicca, impermanence. Uh, and then the suffering aspect always follows. Because if you try to
Mm-hmm.
seek a permanency uh, in something which is not, then surely the unsatisfactoriness, it's anitya, dukkha, anatta, like
Mm-hmm.
unsatisfactoriness will follow. And when we
Mm-hmm.
have something also, like we can see them decaying, uh, or when we familiarize with it, the value reduces, no?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than before when we wanted to have, or and then when
Yeah.
we get it also, that also happens, right? Then we see maybe it's a
Mm-hmm.
phone. Then we think like, oh, maybe the next one. And now I got the latest. People stay in queues even to get the latest one, no? And then after that, maybe next year or something, they say a new one came. Then they quickly try to change it, no? Even cars, oh, all
Mm-hmm.
this can happen, no? But there is no end to that, right? Then the
Yeah.
new one, the next one, the next one, next one, next one. So I think craving also plays a huge role in this, no? And then when it doesn't happen, the
Yeah,
disappointment,
definitely.
the frustrations, agitations, I could have done this. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's quite good, or like legit, if we think about something bad, no? And try to fix ourselves. Or I could have done better, no? Or something like that. Or I should have not done it. And then, or we can fix ourselves. No, I did a mistake. I would not do it again, even in life or anything, no?
Mm-hmm.
I made a investment or something like that, which is was crazy, or but anything for that matter, no, or decision, and then we can try to fix it,
Yeah.
or even a specific way of life or a job. Within that, we can make some changes if needed. But
Mm-hmm.
rather than that, this endless craving, that will always bring like disappointment, or as he talked, like remorse,
Yeah,
because.
definitely. And sometimes, yeah, and sometimes like this, the craving is, as we said before, like doubles down. Like I think there's the usual craving. We want to have more and more, and yeah, get used to it, and then it don't fulfills our expectations or whatever, and we crave and crave more. And then we have like this remorse feeling because we made, like, for example, a bad financial decision.
Mhm.
And we always compare ourselves to the point where we would have taken the good decision or the a better decision, but we did not take that. Like,
Mhm.
and then we are always like in comparison to something what never existed. And yeah, this is like, I think that's a really that's the most difficult thing. Like as you said, like the craving comes again and again, and our mind works like that. I think even if you are trained, you're craving for something sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But that to let go of a bad decision, like to let go of the remorse, like that's a really hard thing to do.
Mm-hmm. And we can take the
I,
example like if ignorance was the coin, this craving and the ill will part are the two sides of the coin, no? So it doesn't
mm-hmm,
when you flip it, no? Like sometimes the craving part comes, sometimes because these are all negative things, no? We are talking about to get to know them, to try to fix them, no? It doesn't make us happy or peaceful
mm-hmm,
or anything, right? So even the things that
yeah,
made us happy in a like a way of craving, uh, or tanha they call that, then it can
mm-hmm,
easily
tanha.
flip to the opposite side. That doesn't mean we should not like things or like that, but there is always a touch like that. So
Mm-hmm,
if it soon as it gets mixed with the craving, then the unsatisfactoriness can easily follow, which is like the opposite side of the coin. It just have to flip around. Uh,
mm-hmm,
in the
yeah,
moment, I like,
true.
oh, say we are eating at some place, and then the opposite table, maybe they are eating something, or we just hear something, no? And then what if we think like,
Mm-hmm,
oh, maybe it's more tastier, no? Or if I could afford that, no? Or even if you feel like, oh, somebody whom you like, or no, or care a lot, oh, I could have got it for these people. Huh? It can also happen, but we are
yeah,
losing the moment, no? Like it seems very.
mm-hmm,
'Cause if we had, or if we knew about it, we would have tried to do, or if we had the resources for that. But now here we are, right? And in a way, they say like, uh, if we have a premises, like a property, and we build a wall,
mm-hmm,
it is the same property, it seems, and say it belongs to us, uh, and then we start building a wall, uh, then we make it like
mm-hmm,
more solid and solid and solid. And in a way, we are like looking over the wall in a way like what is happening in the opposite side. Maybe something is better, or as they say, the grass is greener in the opposite side. No,
mm-hmm,
it says no. They say, but maybe not. No, and then
yeah,
but the crazy part is we build the wall, and then we are in this side, and we are craving about the opposite side. Sometimes if the wall is so high, we cannot see all this wiring, and then no, all you cannot even look from the opposite side. And then, uh, yeah. So likewise, it says like it happened to me also, to be honest. Like when, for example, when you're in like meditation, no, then you think like when you're busy and all, or when I go to a meditation retreat, I'll do very well. No, and I'll practice like this, I'll find peace, so all that. No, then when you go to the retreat and stay for a few days, those days it used to happen, like when I started, then oh my gosh, like this is horrible, no? Like, and when I go back, I'll do very well, no? Like I'll have all the freedom, not all these rules, and go here, go there, eat at this time. No, I'll like, but it doesn't happen like that even, and it didn't happen in the first place. That's why we were there, no? So it's very crazy
mm-hmm,
in a way, like how our mind like try to look like the grass is more greener on the opposite side, which it may be definitely not,
mm-hmm,
right? And we are
yeah,
the ones who partitioned it, made it up like that. And we try to get, for example, if we go to a retreat, we are trying to get the best experience of a retreat, no meditation. That's why we are there. But we lose the
mm-hmm,
moment and we think maybe when I get back, I'll do it better. But you were back in the back at home or someplace already, no? And you already came there because you could not do properly there, right? It's crazy
Yeah.
in a way, right? So, for example, the
Yeah.
situations we are, also sometimes we choose to be there, right? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it can happen for any reason and any place also. And then we cannot be at peace, at least even if we don't enjoy it, no, we cannot be at peace, no, because we are thinking like,
Yeah.
I'll go and do that when I'm in another place. But what if nothing happens when you go there? We can
Yeah.
think the opposite also, no? What if like these people are not here, or like it doesn't happen like this? We reflect
Yeah.
upon it and see, to get our senses back to the present. What if it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
happen, no? Like we expect.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like the thought like it's a mirage helps a lot.
Ah.
Like like for example, as we started to talk, or what I have always in my mind, or very often, when I take simple decisions, like I have the five percepts in my mind, as you explained them to me, like
Oh, wow.
like of course they're simple, very it's more or less very simple, but when you go down, like uh, stealing can be many things, or like killing can be many things. You can also kill a fly or whatever. Like, so you get confronted with them every day. And I try to think about them, like to do maybe not my intuitive decision, but do a decision I can live well with. And
Mhm.
I think I think that helps. But, and I think the same could be when I feel like the next time regret or remorse, that can also think about a mirage, because I don't know. It's
Mhm.
just yeah, it's just, it could have been like that, but I can't be sure. Like it's just my perception of things. And I think that can help to get over that feeling of regret.
And when they talk about those four noble truths, Kim, for
Mm-hmm.
example, like it says, you can use the term if people are not used to like stress even. That's also part of it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
directly says suffering, eh? Suffering, the cause of suffering,
Mm-hmm.
the eradication of suffering, and the method of eradication of suffering. eh? So it is said like always there's something, no, something that happened, like a price to pay. Uh, there's
Mm-hmm.
always something, no, like even if we have a nice time, maybe we have to find the money for that, or spend some time for that, no,
Yeah.
or effort or anything like that. So there's always something we have to go, or our comfort or something, no, there's always something. huh? So,
Mm-hmm.
and that can bring some kind of difficulty or tiredness or something regarding that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a very nice situation, if you have too much of it, sometimes it can be too overwhelming or tiring for that matter. It's not in a negative aspect. And if craving
Mm-hmm.
is joined with that, or greed actually, greed is the proper word. If greed is associated with that, then it can turn into a very, how to say, very heavy or darker side even. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, for the suffering part, the cause of suffering is actually greed or craving, tanha.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's usually associated. Then the eradication is actually the freedom of that. So, like you said, the freedom of that
Mm.
thought, or reflecting upon it and finding a way of releasing that, no? And the
Yeah.
method is considered as the Noble Eightfold Path. But if we take it in a more simpler way, that the view we have, the thinking we have, the talking, the actions, the effort, the awareness, and then the frame of mind. Huh? So
Mm-hmm.
one leads to another. But in the negative aspect also,
Yeah.
first the way we saw it was different, not with the eyes, but even thinking,
Mm-hmm.
the view, no? Eh? Like you are
Yeah.
using a particular glasses or some tint or something, no? This is what way we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Then the thinking changes. Then we talk about it,
Yeah.
we act upon it, then put the effort. Effort is also there. And then the mindfulness, the livelihood, so the whole life rotates around that, no? So if we can find
Mm-hmm.
a way, usually the opposite ends are, one is like we try to run after our desires or cravings or greed. The other one is this annihilation or the stuff we bring, like we have all this remorse, or like
Mm-hmm.
uh, how to say, like, oh, this should have been this, this should have been that. What if, no? That. But if we can find the
Mm-hmm.
middle way of that, we we can have a balance of either side. And I
Mm-hmm.
think things like mindfulness and all reflective consciousness, these things can really help.
Yeah, definitely. And I think like sometimes um yeah, I'm of course I'm sure that consciousness and yeah, awareness, of course, that this is essential, but sometimes I think these terms are so big, too big for like everyday situations because people are doing so much things and like okay, be more mindful. But I'm very stressed at this moment. Like, where, like,
Uh-huh.
where's the mindfulness right now, right now? And
Uh-huh.
then, like, I think then it's sometimes it's good to have like simple bridges, like
Uh-huh.
simple, and I found, for example, for me, like a simple bridge, or what I'm also thinking a lot about is don't or try to be or try don't get too much complexity in your life. Sometimes I measure decisions if my life would be more complex or much more complex after it.
Mhm.
And because I'm very often very enthusiastic about things, and when you're too enthusiastic about things, you say yes to everything, and then your life gets very complex, and then you and then you get very stressed, and you lose
Uh-huh.
like all your mindfulness. And so one bridge for me, for example, is to say, okay, if I take this decision that gets too complex for me, so I won't take it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do it another way. And
Uh-huh.
I, yeah, for me that helped. Like, or this helps sometimes, yeah.
Mm. And decisions we take, we stick with it if they are good decisions, no? And then try to be with the moment, no? And
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the moment, no? Or experience the moment
Yeah,
rather than drifting away, no?
yeah, yeah. And I think like that's also like, yeah, a learning that every moment is precious, and like that, uh, yeah, maybe it's also like some kind of, maybe, but this is maybe another topic for another session. Some kind of determined, like, because we took this decision because we took it with all what we had at this moment.
Mhm.
And afterwards, we are thinking, okay, maybe that was a bad decision, but like the person I have been the moment before couldn't have done better. So it doesn't make sense to feel remorse about that because I haven't been a better person before. So, and I
Uh,
could have done nothing about it.
yeah. And
Maybe.
it is said this remorse brings like unwholesome mind streams. So, for example, some people do good things, say they help somebody, and then they later get to know, maybe after a
Mm-hmm.
couple of years or so, this person did some bad thing. Huh? It could be some some religious
Mhm.
place even, or anything for that matter. Then after
Mhm.
many years, we get to know, and then we might feel, oh my gosh, we also help this place or that person. Now see what's happening. No, in vain we did it.
Mhm.
But it's not necessary, it seems. Then what happens is you build upon
Mhm.
taking that as the object, and you build upon some bad karma. So they say, like, even if it happens in 20 years later, then actually it will bring that good effect also, it will reduce the quality of it. Or it will bring unnecessary bad karma or effects that are not, because you won't be happy, when you hear about those things,
Yeah.
even in the present. But if you believe in karma and how it acts and all, then the results will be also bad. So they say, even if you feel like that or hear something like that, quickly switch your mind,
Mhm.
and think of it. Oh, it doesn't matter. No, we did what we could at that time. Or, like, for example, think of something like more higher in the sense, like in these
Mhm.
traditions, they say, Kim, sometimes, like, people who are in this kind of societies or organizations, you hear later on they did some crazy thing, no? Huh? Then you
Mhm.
feel bad, like, oh, what is this? No, all these things. They say, like, for example, think of the enlightened beings, and they are like a representative of that in this tradition. I mean, like what they tell. So
Mhm.
then still, like, for example, even the Buddha had said, like, if you want to, like, offer some food for that matter or something, even some simple thing, uh, they say, like, think of, you're offering to the past, present, future, uh, the uh, like the noble enlightened beings. Uh,
Mhm.
so you are offering, so you will receive that good karma. And these people are the
Mhm.
representatives we can see for our physical eyes, no? Which are there, but
Mhm.
whatever they do with that, it's their own thing. Huh? They should know better, right? And for them also, it is said,
Mhm.
like, it affects them in a big way. When I was also monk, you have to be
Mhm.
very careful. Like, you cannot mess around with the things like donation. So food, even Buddha had said, like, it's better to eat fire than being unvirtuous and all, and then taking the things that people are offering to you. He had specifically told that. Even the clothing, it seems
Mhm.
very simple, but it's because you are not suitable to receive that. If you are like that, that's their own business. No, they should know better. But
Mhm.
for us, if you are doing that, like, we can always, and if we are focusing on something higher, the higher good or something of it, then when
Mhm.
little things change, it won't matter so much. For example,
Mhm.
when we are donating or helping somebody, we think, like, oh, may this person be well. Or, like, oh,
Mhm.
this is my way. I try to help anybody, regardless of who they are or where they are from.
Mhm.
So later, even if we hear, like, oh, this person is alcoholic or they did this crazy thing, no, I just did what I could, no? Or
Mhm.
even if they turn back and do some bad thing to you, the remorse factor or resentment like that is less, no, or could be even very
Mhm.
minor. I remember there was
Mhm.
a nice story, like there was a hermit, and near a river, and when he was going, he saw a scorpion, it seems. Uh, and then because the scorpion was getting caught to the water and it was drifting away.
Mhm.
And scorpion cannot survive in the water usually, no? And so
Mhm.
this hermit thought, like, this scorpion will die or drown, and he didn't have anything at that time to pick it up, as branch or anything, or not even like a piece of cloth or something. So he just stretched out his hand, it seems. And then the scorpion,
Mhm.
because it's already in fear and all, it stung him. But again, he's put his hand out, and it stung again and stung again. And his face now was turning reddish in color now. And a passerby who was going, like, had asked, like, what are you doing? No, don't you know the scorpion stings? And then he had casually told, like, that is the quality of the scorpion, but this is my quality. And he had saved the scorpion after many fights. So in a way, we can think of those kind of things also, right? 'Cause we don't have to change our nature just because somebody else or does something in reality even, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that is who we are, no? In a way, I mean the good side, no? And
Mm-hmm.
people might take you, oh, this guy is a fool or something like that even, no? But that is their
Mm-hmm.
own doing, right? If they try to cheat you or like
Yeah.
something. But we can not to
Yeah.
get fooled every time, no, not like that. But some good qualities or good things we do, we don't have to just abandon also and especially feel remorseful, right? We can say at least
Mm-hmm.
we tried or we did our
Yeah.
very best, no? Because we cannot do control everything or we cannot fix everything, right?
Yeah.
At that very
True.
moment, this is what we could do. So we did our very best, no? We gave our best effort, or we tried our best, or we tried to help in the very best way possible. So we can be happy about that also, right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. 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 I think this is also like a good thinking. Like to do or try always to do. I think it's not always possible because sometimes life is complicated, but uh, to do nothing where you have to blame yourself for like be true to yourself. And I think what you said is like, yeah, of course it's very true, and sometimes like we um, don't pay attention to the good things we could bring because we are like we are too much comparing ourselves to other people and thinking like these things other people can do are the only traits which are important, which is not true because I think we have all something good in us or something we can give.
Surely. And this
Yeah.
can turn into envy, jealousy also, right? Like for example, you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to feel jealous about them, but it says like we can if we just say, oh, I don't have even anything, even it can come in a good way or form, but still it brings a lot of sadness, no? That is envy or jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
It's called what was it called? No, there's a specific term for that. Vyapada Thinamitu. No. Something. Yeah, like yeah, there was it's associated with anger, and then you feel like disappointed maybe with yourself, or just for the fact like we
Mm-hmm.
don't have or I don't have. So, but it's more very egoistic, and then the comparison. And like there are like at some point we can talk about this more even. There are so many in a normal person, so many comparisons it seems. This is ego based.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so Buddha said like people, Sayyamana, Sadisimana, Heenamana. Sayyamana means you categorize people as highest, then the mid range, and then lower. Okay, and then he
Mm-hmm.
said like we categorize people. We say I am higher than the highest, or I am equal
Mm-hmm.
to the highest, or I am lower than the highest.
Mm-hmm.
That is one category. Three. Okay. Then the mid range. I am above the mid.
Mm-hmm.
This is our way of like we measure. Mana is measuring.
Mm-hmm.
We are higher than the average, or we are equal to the average, or we are lower. So see, like every place, like they had these caste systems, or they say middle class, upper class. No, even in so-called modern society, they have this. No, they say they
Mm-hmm.
talk about right, or they make these separations, right? We are upper middle
Mm-hmm.
class, or we are high class, no, or anything. Even in Western society, here, there are right. In some places, still there
Mm-hmm.
are the caste systems and all. So, i- and then we put ourselves down and we say like, oh, we judge people and put them in the lower state, and not because they are doing
Mm-hmm.
bad things, but maybe material gains or intellectual, or even I know so much or you don't know. In those not that they
Mm-hmm.
are wasting their life or something like that, then in a way we can think, okay, why is this person doing this to themselves, right? But
Yeah.
then we say we are higher than the lowest. We are equal to the lowest and we are lower to the lowest. So these things follow. So it's called Nava with the Mana. Nava is 9, Mana is measurement. So those
Mm-hmm.
things also follow when you do the comparison, right? So the way
Yeah.
of measurement, you know. So and in a way,
Mm-hmm.
no wonder in this modern society, they all these influencers, no, like all these people who they show up with all this gold and all these cars and also that brings a false ideology, right, into the mind.
Mm-hmm.
This is life, but you should see maybe they are not. It's just a prop, or they have to do all these crazy
Yeah.
things just to be there for a short time, even, or they
Mm-hmm.
have to act so tough, or like no gangster or something like that. They might lose their life, or they are heavy on drugs or something like that. Uh, but they have to like pay a huge price for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is brought up and shown as like this is the pinnacle of things, no? Or this is where we should be, or you should be, or no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy, no? Like some people
Yeah.
they take photos in like fake jet planes, or like even this what do they call it? Like these big boats, no, like these luxurious boats.
Mm.
But they go there for
Yeah.
some crazy other reason, right? Or they were just at some
Mm-hmm.
crazy party or something, and they quickly take some snapshots, or they went to some other very dark thing, no? And then they say, "Oh, this is our life. No, look at how nice it is." No, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like a fake. No, it's like made up. You can even hire planes,
Yeah.
and sometimes you get they show like the same surrounding, and they make more money than flying teams, because all these some popular people they come and have photo shoot there as if they are flying in a plane. Yeah, yeah, you can hire them, it seems. Or yeah, or these yachts, no, like expensive high class yachts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boats like things, no?
Yachts?
Not yachts, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
These big,
Yachts. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, no, like they
Oh,
have
it's
all this with these champagne glasses and no, all this people get together and show like, oh, this is no, this is the life, right?
yeah. Yeah, I think like it's in the end like they want to get recognition for that. Like is as you like one philosopher one German philosopher one time said it's all about recognition in life because we need to be recognized by other people and like all these super rich people who are buying them boats and so on. Actually, they are like sad characters who did not get enough recognition before in their life.
Mhm.
Like, they're feeling always like kind of yeah, they don't have a high self-esteem. They're like feeling always like a little bit worse, and then they need to build up those things and try to get recognition from all of us because they have these big things.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's actually it's kind of embarrassing
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
look at it, and it's yeah.
And in our small way also, we also have those tendencies, no? Or like we see people coming on social media, spitting out their entire life on there. Some people show up in,
Mm-hmm.
Like they need like recognition, like you said, or no, like many likes or something like that, views so much, no? Even normal people, they show up on these social media platforms and they try to have that
Yeah.
moment. Or some people we call the 15 minutes of fame, no? Now it's not 15 minutes, I think it's like
Hmm.
15 seconds of fame, no? But in a deeper psychological aspect also, it can happen in the worst of scenarios. I have watched like documentaries about these people who had done horrible things. For example, mass like killings or something.
Hmm.
Then they ask like why. So they say some crazy thing. I wanted to be the person recognized as done the most in history. Like
Hmm.
I mean average. I mean like within people, they wanted to be recognized as such. So in a way
Yeah,
that can be very twisted and it can go into the depths of darkness, no? Like when you see like and they
definitely.
sometimes they say false numbers and the real number is less. They just want to like be recognized in the worst way. There are that side
Hmm.
also, eh? When you ask, when the interviewer asks like, why did you do it? Or then sometimes they say like, I wanted to be have the most of things.
Yeah. They, I think like, but maybe that could be our topic for our next discussion. I think like it's the fear of death, like it's the manifestation problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like because when we are facing death or when it doesn't matter what we have achieved. It doesn't matter what Elon Musk has achieved.
Mm-hmm.
When he's dead for 100 or 200 years, no one ever like will recognize him. He get forgotten. The world gets away.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that when we are dead, like we are slowly like thoughts on us go away, and I think we have like an inner feeling to fight to fight death while we are living, to do some kind of manifestation,
Mm-hmm.
like to build something up or to get recognized a lot. That even I think that's like something subconscious, like that even when I'm dead, people will think about me that I have done whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, uh, in even bad things.
Yeah, no?
I think, like, yeah, it's
So, trying
that
to be
we want
significant
to,
in one way or another, like leave some memory behind, no? Some mark behind. But it seems like
yeah,
it's not the case, no? Like we see from good sides or bad sides, like really very handful of people, no? Like we talk about
hmm
even today. I heard like there was this king, I think he was from like some Middle East country or like even like African nation, and he was even considered very rich than all these people gathered together now. But we don't, somebody brought it up. I think it's from like Ethiopia or some country like that when they were in very good flourishing stages. Like he was super rich,
hmm
somewhere around that area. And
hmm
he is considered as the most richest person who lived in the times that were known or recorded. And
hmm
compared with all these people in modern times, all their wealth together, that's what he had was way more than that. But we don't even know what he looks like or anything, no? Unless they brought it up. I cannot remember the name of this king.
hmm
Unless they brought it up, I had no idea, no, there was such a person, even, right?
yeah,
So, but at that time, maybe he tried to keep his mark, no? Or
hmm
do something right. But unfortunately, that is not the case, right?
no,
Yeah.
maybe luckily that's not the case. Imagine that would be the case. We
Uh,
could like do things that no one would forget us, and I think we would have like a, a crazy human race to beat each other in things that we get remembered afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, even some people try to build
But
monuments, no, these kind of things. Even like
yeah.
even some graveyards and all, they have these big monuments for some people. Other than they have a photo of them or something, we don't know who they are even, right? And if that cracks, like, or if they
Right.
bury somebody there, somebody else, no, or some natural disaster comes and like topples them or destroys that structure even. Uh, Even now they find these pharaohs' bodies, no, like mummified, but still
Yeah.
their complexion and all, like it's still imaginary, right? Because it's
Mm-hmm.
not, they have changed, no? Like their textures and all have changed, right? So they reconstruct,
Yeah.
no? It's imaginary, no? They think like maybe this person was like this, and they make a story around it or gather the bits and pieces and try to make a story, no? But
Mm-hmm.
we never know, right? I don't think they also remember if they're born in another place now.
No,
Yeah, like many people don't
surely not.
recollect their past lives, right? If they believe in that. So I think maybe if they are born, or like they also won't remember, right? Oh, I was the pharaoh. Very rarely, no, somebody says, I was the pharaoh before something, no? And I built this massive structures or something, no? Yeah, but yeah, I
Yeah.
think, but usually these things happen in the negative side, no? That if it brings like suffering, difficulty, stress, and like you said, like using tools that we can fix. Oh, what if you think like we be in the present, no? I enjoy the moment. If we
Mm-hmm.
tell ourselves, I
Yeah.
enjoy, no, not in a horrible way, but I enjoy the moment. No, I be in the moment.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
it brings you every time to the present, right? It takes. I remember there was
Definitely.
another story also, like there was this ancient master and his student. The student was very young, it seems. And those days, Kim, they had these very profound questions like, is the self different? Is the self and the life different, or are they the same? When was the world constructed? Like they had these specific questions. And it was breakfast time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, while sitting for breakfast, the student started asking these questions from the master. And then, master very simply said, like, your food is getting cold. Why don't you eat? And the student asked again. And the master very gently said, like, why don't you eat now? No, it's getting cold. So he felt very angry also, the student, thinking like these are so
Mm-hmm.
profound questions. I could even eat at a different time, or I could not eat at all, no? And listen to these questions or try to find solutions. But actually it
Mm-hmm.
says like the master did the best because these questions have been around and there are no specific answers also. And not that this person will solve all the problems. And if they don't solve it, many things won't, it won't resolve many things, no, even for that person.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not in the present moment, you lose a lot of things. You cannot simply enjoy the food even. So it says the master did the biggest thing in there.
Mm-hmm.
So likewise, we lose track and we get caught up. So in a way, it all connects. We get caught up in the unknown or the future. It's like a dream, no? Or not like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's like illusion. They say like a daydream, no? And
Mm-hmm.
the night dream is
Yeah.
like we are caught in the past.
Yeah.
So, but the awakening is when we are brought back to the present. It's like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wake up, no? What are you doing? No, like yeah. Or if you're like daydreaming at dozed off, like somebody, your friend, or comes and hey, where are you? No, come back, no? Like
Yeah.
knock knock, no? And it's not like we have forever also, no? Like every moment passes away. And why would we need to
Yeah.
be sad or suffer, no? Or stressed out
Mm-hmm.
or something that is not even reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Every moment passes away and never comes back as same as it has been before. I think maybe also like a good thing to have in mind that you don't have like too much expectations when you do things again. As
yeah,
with the meditation, as you said, like every sitting is different.
sure.
Yeah,
And sometimes we see like people
cool.
who seem to don't have many material possessions, they seem very happy, Even children we
Definitely, yeah.
see in some places, not that they should be there, but I remember somebody even say they saw a child who had a wooden stick fixed to a lid of a tin, and he,
Mm-hmm.
he was like racing with it like it was a car, and all the other kids were following, and you could see like a lot of laughter there. It was just a stick or a piece of wood attached to a metal round, no circle. But they were having fun, no? But now we see like all these kids having all these very expensive things, and then they get so angry or not satisfied, or they start to crash it or throw it, no?
Yeah,
And then you wonder what is this difference, right? Or it can happen to like elder people also, no? Like grown up adults, and the satisfaction is not there, the happiness is not there. We should have
yeah,
goals in mind and try to do, but some things that is how it is at that time. And it's better
yeah.
to be happy or peaceful at that time. In that way, like even if we fall for some reason into a bad spot, even we can try to bring at least a peace of mind, no, or something close.
Mm,
Something happened, no,
yeah,
unexpected. But at least, okay, like this is how it is, right? This is what happened. Uh,
yeah,
because it's no use thinking more, right? Because it's not true, no? But usually it's not the case, and
yeah.
then it's always something in between, no? It's not the most extravagant and it's not the worst of all, also, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And we can shift and make things better if possible, right?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Or our attitude, yeah.
Uh,
Great.
oh. Okay, then, Kim. Yeah, then it was very
Yeah,
nice talking to you.
great. Yeah, many things to take away. I will write a list of behaviors which make my life more simple and
Will you
maybe
please
happy.
share with us
And
also next time? Like this, if
yeah,
possible, if you like, if you share, then it can help
yeah, yeah, I do.
somebody, no?
Yeah,
Anybody for that matter,
I
and
will do.
everybody can learn from everybody, no? That is how it
Yeah,
is, no?
definitely.
If
Yeah,
possible, please
yeah.
share that next time we meet.
Okay, I will
Okay.
do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course. Great.
Okay, then, Kim. You
Sanjiva,
have a great
then
day and talk to you soon. Huh?
I wish you the same. Talking to you soon.
Okay, yeah, talk to you soon.
Ciao.